Hello once again, and welcome back to my Character Crusade Unbound Season 2 Let's Play featuring Alusell, the Alteration Swordsman. So where did we leave off last time? Last episode we had just finished clearing Morvenskar, and we retrieved the Wild Elves book for Urag at the college. I came the rest of the way, to the Whiterun Hold, and now I am right outside of Fellglow Keep. I figured I didn't have to record the journey here. There wasn't really much left to talk about at that point, and there wasn't really anything interesting that happened anyway. I did end up clearing Valtheim Towers, which was a fun little fight, but kind of inconsequential to the story. Alusell got some good exercise against the bandits there. But yeah, now we are all the way to Fellglow Keep. Now we got to try to find the stolen books to figure out, try to get some more clues about the glowing orb that we found under Saarthal, for the Archmage. We're retrieving the books for Urag, but we needed to figure out what that orb was for the Archmage. So we are right outside Fellglow Keep right now. And I figured this will be a fun little dungeon crawl, so why not record it, huh? I know it was a point on our journey as well that we discussed earlier, so there we go. Alright, I'm thinking the Atronach is going to be our most dangerous target here. Let's take care of him first. Maybe we should get our ward ready. Oh man. Whew, that was close. She was just blowing right through our ward. I don't know how she was managing that. Let's go ahead and heal up and take a look around here. I think that's it for mages around here on the outside at least. Oh, where was that one that Raya took care of? Right here. And the Atronach over here. As you can see, the weather didn't get any better on our way down from Windhelm. In Alusell's experience in Whiterun really has the worst weather out of any other area in the province. He's rarely seen the sun out here. Okay, I believe this door is locked. Yeah, so we have to go in the long way. There's a super secret entrance over here. I hear that some people have trouble finding this, and they end up looking around the area for way too long. But I've been around Skyrim enough to know where I'm going for the most part. So I promise no aggravation there. Just want to be on the ready here. Just enough light here that I don't think we need to cast a candlelight spell. If I remember right, I think there's the mage with his spiders up here, or is that another? Is that another dungeon? Yeah, I think this is it. The dude with his trained spiders. Well, that was easy. Oh, he doesn't loot dead animals. I forgot. Can sell these soul gems later. Iron boots are too heavy for how much they are worth. Alright, Raya, you're slacking off. I guess I gotta use my valuable spells. 10 spells left. This should be enough to get us through here, I think. He's not picking up the Wolf Queen book just yet, even though some of us know that her story might prove interesting to Alusell, but he's just not there yet. He might end up doing that quest. Ooh, almost, almost blew it again. Ooh, flashbacks to Saarthal. Alright. Who wants some? Is it a vampire? Disgusting creatures. I haven't seen any vampire attacks. I do have Dawn Guard installed. Obviously, I'm playing on special edition, so Dawn Guard kind of comes bundled in. So I don't know if I just haven't hit the level requirement yet, but I haven't seen any.
Do you need something?
Any vampire attacks lately. We have encountered Durak trying to recruit us to the Dawn Guard. Alusell wasn't interested. And in fact, these are the first vampires that we've seen since we told him that we haven't noticed any vampire attacks. So, I don't know. Oh no! I think I need to chug some potions here. I'm almost dead. Maybe it would be prudent to cast a ward here, huh? I accidentally used it twice there. I blew through a couple more spells than I needed. And now I need to heal. Still got a long way to go through this dungeon here. Well, I'm running very low on spells now. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this. So please excuse me while I frequently switch back and forth through the magic menu. Mr. Vampire, huh? Well, we have no need for vampire dust right now, and I don't think Alusell is gonna enjoy trying to harvest that from a dead vampire too much, so we'll leave him be. Oh, that was an odd wolf howl there. Shogorath, not interested. I always think it's funny how the dead Khajiit's tails seem to have a life of their own. Just a funny little bug regarding the physics programming on their tails, I suppose. Alright, this area seems pretty clear. Let us move on. I should probably save here too. Oh, swing and a miss. That running power attack is hard enough to land. Oh, just gotta stop looting animals. Going on autopilot here. It's hard enough to land in third-person view, but it's even harder in first-person. I was probably hoping for a bit too much with that attack, I think. Oh, that leads further into the dungeon. I thought this was just a little room or something. Like I said, this is a big place. Let's see, this must be Orthorn, huh?
Oh, you've saved me. Thank you so much. Who knows what they'd have done to me if you hadn't come along. I promise I'll help you get out of here.
I don't really want your help.
Ah, I see. Well, then I'll just stay behind you a little bit and follow along quietly.
Oh, jeez. You should probably get yourself to safety.
Don't you need my help?
Look, I can handle this on my own.
Well, if you're sure, I'll just be on my way then. Please, do be careful. And thank you.
Should have asked him where the books were. This place is huge. Let's see, that goes further in. So it's just a little alcove. Let's see what we have in here. Pretty close to being maxed out. I think I set that to 25 as the max for lockpicking. So regarding the idea of not wanting any help, which is a recurring theme for Alusell, you may have noticed I'm not complaining as much about Raya these days. And I think that indicates that maybe Alusell is coming around on her a little bit. I mean, they're not BFFs or anything yet, but he's at least getting used to her presence. And I think that's a step in the right direction for those two. Especially considering... Common ingredients, huh? Especially considering the contentious nature of their relationship before, and the fact that Raya is just totally confused. Her voices. Every time she saves his life and he gets pissed at her. Sounds like fire. Let's take off the furs. Those can create a bigger target. Alright, who do we have left here? Oh, I need to use my wards. Where's Raya? Oh, jeez. Healing potions. The shame. I should have had the ward ready. Okay. Well, that could have gone better. I feel like I really should have foreseen the need for that ward. And the steel dagger is decently valuable for its weight, I guess. See if there's anything here that catches our attention. Don't think so. Raya just firing arrows all over the place. Red Eagle, we already have that one. Curious about this Actuarian heresy. Izmir King. Yeah. Sounds like ancient Nord stuff with some Dunmer stuff mixed in, so we'll take that and look at it later. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have the ward ready just in case. Don't need the torch because it looks like there's plenty of light up there.
Get ready. Trouble.
Switched away from the ward because I figured the bash would serve me better there. Right, good use of the dodge roll there. See if these skeletons had anything valuable on them. Looks like I got some stuff. Nothing good on those skeletons. Looks like a dwarven war axe, yep. And what do we have here? Okay, didn't trigger anything, that's good. And one more dude. Alright. Got through that pretty well, I think. I think I used a good combination of the ward and the bash there. See, when you go in prepared, things end up better, I believe. Just gotta stay vigilant. What's next over here? Whoa. You okay, Raya? You need a nap? Do you need some coffee? Pull it together. Alright. She is so wasted.
Yes, my Thane.
Ah, you
Need
snapped
something?
out of it. Good to see. Alright, I hear some wolves, it sounds like. Let's put the torch away. Let's get the steadfast ward ready just in case. Alright, yeah, that wolf caught me on guard, or off guard. That, there's usually an Atronach or something in here. Was not thinking of familiar. I must be low enough level still that they don't have another Atronach in here yet. Weeping Daedra, huh? I'm not going to use a scroll in this playthrough, but very interesting. I just don't know that I've seen that one before. I wanted to take a look. Conjuration skill book does me no good because I'm maxed out from training with Runil. Unbound Fire is an interesting spell. I find it almost useless on a pure gameplay level. Maybe as a role-playing device it works, but yeah, I really struggle to find any use for it, and Alusell definitely is not going to be using it. He's too much of a perfectionist. Let's get Steadfast Ward ready again. I think there are more in here. I'll go ahead and throw down a quick save too.
You're dead.
Come here. Stomp. That was a little primitive based on our previous experience with Alusell and his preferred ways to dispatch his enemies. Never seen him stomp somebody's face in before. Like the gourds, they fit our diet well, and they fill us up a lot. Never mind taking those. I think that was a locked door that we encountered in the room with the fireplace. Okay, there's that wolf howl again that we heard from before. Oh man, what happened? Am I out of spells? I am, aren't I? Oh no! Oh, this is gonna be rough. Potion shame. Alright, here he comes. Gotta get in some good bashes here, maybe a... Okay, good. We're just able to find a a choking point there. Whew. I tell you what, without that pulse stagger on the Violence kill move mods, I think we would have been dead. Actually really surprised we made it through that without me having to chug even more potions. And this is where things get a little tense with Vancian magic. You sometimes don't realize how much you rely on... Oh, dare I take it? Yeah, I may as well. Rely on these spells until they're gone. Especially in my case, the wards. Not touching the heart, that's gross. Hordes and the wards and the healing spells are extremely important to how I play this character. Let's just get the layout of the place here before we move on. Sounds like Alusell's getting a little hungry here. Nothing doing. Alright. What's over here? Okay, that's that main entrance that was locked from the outside. What's in here? Ah, gotcha. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Sounded like a zombie being raised. But hopefully it was by this guy here. Yeah, enemy necromancers seem to be able to raise dead bodies from the next room or even a couple rooms away sometimes. Alright, let's keep this moving. Okay. I don't want to be in there. Thought I smelled something funny. Okay, so this path leads to a dead end. I think we already checked out that room. Still need to look in there. I don't know how far down this goes. I think there are more enemies in here though. Oh, maybe we took care of them. Sweet. Alright, I want to go check out that door back in the last room there. Barred from the other side, okay. So we're on the right track. Ugh, out of torches. Destruction skill book, very nice. Add that to the collection. That's one we can actually use too. F and 5. What do we got in here? Another gourd, always down for those. Those all look good. Oh dear Lord. Oh no! He got the drop on us. Good thing I F and 5'd. As it goes. Aha! Don't need this. Alright, get out of there. Or not. Boy, you took that like a champ. Alright, better have something good in here. You're gonna make me open an adept lock. Some pretty good food. One thing to be said about these rogue mages is they tend to eat a lot better than bandits. Not sure what we're gonna find in here, but gotta try to be ready for it. Alright. Ranger boots. I don't know why, but that Ranger set from Immersive Armors is one of my favorite sets out of that whole mod. And I know it's one of the most simple mashups, using mostly existing meshes and textures, but I don't know, it's just really cool to me. Ooh, is that a water skin? I'll take that. Right, you can hold on to extra ones
Yes,
for me.
my Thane. Do you need something?
What was I saying? Oh yeah, after I'm done with exploring alteration with this character, I'm going to move on to archery. And I think I'll make pretty decent use of that ranger armor. What else we got in here? Alright, this way looks fairly well lit with all the candles lining the stairs here, so I think I can put that away. Ooh, it just auto-saved on me. I think that is a fair warning of a tough encounter ahead. Alright, you ready for this, Raya? Something tells me there's going to be danger ahead.
So you're the one who barged into my home and laid waste to my projects. How nice to meet you.
Who are you?
Names no longer matter. You may refer to me as the Caller. Now, do you have a reason for making such a mess?
I'm just here for the books from the
So
college.
you're just one of Oren's lackeys. That's disappointing. You show real promise. You come here, kill my assistants, disrupt my work. You've annoyed me.
They did attack me
I'm never
first.
giving you anything.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but I'm not going anywhere without those books.
Are you attempting to threaten me after I've been so hospitable? Well, then you won't
Not a threat.
be leaving here at all.
Just telling you what's gonna happen. Oops, just put away my sword. Oh, she's strong. Alright, how am I gonna deal with this without a ward? I'm sorry, folks. You might have to see this a few times.
So you're the one who barged into my home and laid waste to my projects. How nice to meet you. So you're just... You come here, kill my assistant. Are you well, then you won't be leaving here at all.
Okay. Well, if I knew that was an option. I don't know why that didn't happen the time before. I think I just didn't get the right combo of damages on my attacks there. Last king of the Aliads. This is about elves in Cyrodiil. Not too interesting, but it's one of those books that they were looking for. It didn't say anything about Saarthal. This is another one, I think. Night of Tears, that sounds very familiar. Saarthal, yep, okay. We'll read this one later. That's the one that they were looking for. Oh, this one looks important too. Be reading this one as well. Artaeum is the island that the Sijiks live on that floated away. So yeah, Alusell will be reading that later as well. Maybe he'll get some information on Halldir. Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't have to make you guys watch that 17 times. It didn't seem like the prospects were too great after that first fight with the collar there. Wolf Queen, not interested. Bone meal, don't really care. What's in the satchel? Some good loot to sell once we're in Whiterun. Back into the proper keep here. Yeah, nothing too good in here. And then this door in front of us should take us right back out to the outside. Storming when we came in, so let's just be ready. And it looks like we got to level up too, so find a fairly decent place here. It doesn't involve being dumped on. How's the view from in here? Oh, not too bad, huh? Let's take a knee right here. Having some camera issues here. I can't really look at Alusell. He's gonna watch the lightning, listen to the rain, and think on his battles past. Alright, what can we do here? More health. Ooh, 2 levels. Awesome. Let's see. Alteration we're pretty good on. Man, I kind of wish I would have taken this energy shield perk instead of the mage armor perk. The mage armor perk is more for physical damage. I wasn't thinking that we were going to be fighting mostly magic enemies. Let's see. I can block more damage. So I think our next dungeon is going to be Bleak Falls Barrow, which is going to be largely physical damage going forward. So stuff like blocking will be good. I can block 20% more damage with my sword. Or I can do more damage after a timed attack. Oh, what was this other one? Deflect arrows? Yeah, I can't get there. Okay. Half damage from arrows while you're blocking. Yeah, not too high on these two, just because I tend to use TK dodge to get in on archers and to move around the battlefield, get into positions where I don't have the disadvantage or I'm not surrounded. So, looks like we can take crosscut, which I've definitely wanted for a while now. And this will also increase the damage output for power attacks and unlock decapitations, which is super cool. That's my leading contender right now. Let's see. Or we can make a new sword. Eee. We doing an alteration here. Let's see, magic resistance. More damage output if we're casting. Tend not to concentrate on a spell when I'm already in combat. There's a while on that one. Alter resistances. Quadratic Wizard, this is a good one. We weren't having a problem with spell counts until that last dungeon there, and that was actually that was because that was our second dungeon in one day. This will give us an extra 10 spells. Allow us to make more liberal use of our magic. I don't know. I'm kind of inclined. To go for the decapitation power attack. Yeah. So this does a couple things. First and foremost, it unlocks decapitation so I can start chopping heads, which would be totally cool. Secondly, it increases damage of our power attacks, which we've already done with crosscut here as well. But the direct result of all of this is that enemies die faster, and if they die faster, I take less damage from them because they are too dead to attack me back. And it kind of thins the field out a little faster too, so I'm not getting ganged up on. Poke the Dragon would have been really nice too, because we're coming up on Bleak Falls Barrow, which has a lot of slow-moving Draugr, so I'd be getting a lot of power, or not power attacks, but timed blocks. But I can take that one. Yeah, I've done this character build before. Just not with all the story pieces. I played him up to about level 30, and I really concentrated hard on taking alteration perks as soon as possible, and I was having a really hard time. It was just super difficult because I wasn't paying as much attention as I should have to my combat perks and block and one-handed. Because that's, at the end of the day, that's my main source of defense and offense. So that's what I should have been focusing more upon, and then taking alteration perks as I can to make those two things stronger. He ended up becoming a very powerful mage during that last playthrough. But I really wanted to focus more on melee combat and the one-handed and block aspects, just because I think it's funner, especially for this character concept. It's more of a unique playstyle. An unarmored melee fighter. Just an interesting concept that you don't see too much of. Yeah, so where we're going now, it's 9 o'clock. Just heading back to Whiterun for the night. We're gonna shack up there at the Bannered Mare. Again, I'm a poet and didn't know it. And then tomorrow we're gonna head down to Riverwood and take care of Bleak Falls Barrow and see if we can find this Golden Claw. And then from there we got a decision to make. I'm kind of leaning toward heading up here to Fellglow to find that other piece of the Halldir amulet and try to investigate that story a little more. And then from there we can cut across the northern part of Skyrim and then cut down the eastern border here down to the Rift so that we can find the Shalador's writings down here south of Riften. That will allow me to avoid Helgen and kicking off the main quest. We can focus on Alusell and his story and this Halldir curse and what it all means. Yeah, so I think this is... you guys don't need to watch me head all the way back to Whiterun. I think I can do that on my own. So this is probably a good place to stop it. But, I'm getting super excited. I think the Season 2, Episode 2 podcast is still on for Monday or Tuesday next week, which is in just a couple days. We'll get another piece of the story, another story fragment that we can infuse into our own playthrough, which I'm super excited about. I can't wait to see what kind of a curveball that Joe from Character Crusade throws our way. And I'm looking forward to seeing how other people's characters are shaping out a little bit and how they interpret the new story fragments as well. So, yeah. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching.
You there, please, you have to help me.
Oh my
I was
God.
attacked by a vampire. Do you have a potion or something that can cure this before I turn?
Slow down. Where did this
Here,
happen?
I'll show you on your map so you can stay away. Please, if you can help me, let me know, or get out of my way so I can try to find a priest.
Yeah, I've got a disease potion. Geez, these things are expensive, but
Oh,
it's
thank
a
the
rare
gods.
moment of empathy
Here,
from
take this with you.
Alusell. 100 gold does not even come close to paying for that disease potion. As much as he hates having an outside influence on himself, becoming a vampire is probably the worst example of that. You get some power, but you're completely corrupted by this curse that just completely transforms you. And that just sounds awful. That's like Alusell's own personal hell. So there was kind of a moment of empathy there that he had for that hunter. Any other plea for help, he probably would have been less likely to oblige, especially when the help requires giving something that valuable away. But yeah, I said I was leaving, right? So yeah, thanks again everybody for watching, and I hope your own Skyrim experiences are treating you as well as this one is treating me. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye everyone.